Hi, my name is Pablo Kim, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make Argentinian barbecue, which we call asado. The first thing that you want to do right after you start the fire is to clean the grill. You see here there is charcoal on the grill. So what we do is we run a lemon so that we clean everything. So there are several cuts that we usually use for the Argentinian barbecue or asado, and the king of the whole thing is the short ribs. If you take a look in here, I actually have them cut it in the middle so that when we're serving it, it's a little bit easier. Now this is flank steak, which we call vacío, and this is a skirt steak. Most people don't know how to eat this because of this little connective tissue here and here, so I'm gonna be teaching you how to eat this today. We have different kinds of sausage, and this is, in particular, it's a blood sausage, which we call morcilla. And we're also gonna have intestines and also the regular Argentinian sausage for you to try today. Do not do that at home. The way to know this, when to move the charcoal, is when it's turning white. Some cuts need more fire than others, and for example, the short ribs, which is the asado, takes a long time to cook because it's such a thick cut. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place a little bit less fire on for those, and then the other two cuts that I have for the vacío and the entraña, which are the flank and the skirt, we're gonna give them high fire. You will see that I have a higher concentration on one side and a lot less on the other side. And if you look, I'm putting bone to the grill. Over time, the meat will cook, but then it'll cook through the heat of the bone and not because of the fire directly. Otherwise, it would burn. Okay, so if you look in here, there is a fire. Your job as the person grilling is you want to make sure that there are no flames, because what the flame will do is burn the meat in a specific place, and you don't want that. We want an even cooking throughout. Well, as you can tell, we haven't put anything on the meat, and the only thing that we're going to put on it is salt. So here we go. And the reason why I put it halfway through the cooking is so that we have a little bit of sipping, and then as the meat starts to cook and the juices come out, that'll naturally go around the meat, and that'll flavor everything. There are a lot of things going on right now, so I'm gonna go with one by one. So if you look at this, I mean, when we first had the short ribs or asado, you notice that the meat and the bone ended at the same place. But if you see in here, you will see that actually the bone is sticking out. When the bone is sticking out, that means that the meat has shrunk and therefore it's being cooked. So I flipped it over so that we could get, I mean, it's been about 4 hours since I put it on the grill. And now I'm flipping it over so that we get the browning on the top and it looks delicious. Now, the right time to flip them over is when they start to bleed on the top. When you start seeing that it starts to bleed on the top, that's when you know that you're good to flip it over. The sweetbreads or molleja, I see that there is a browning all around, and those are pretty good. The blood sausage or the morcilla, it's already cooked. So all we're really doing is just heating it up and making sure that the outside it's crunchy. And then we have the chorizo or the Argentinian sausage, pretty brown, and they're actually pretty good to go. We should be good to eat in about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so for the side dishes today, we're gonna have a traditional Argentinian salad, which is lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Then we're gonna have cream corn, which we call in Argentina humita. We're gonna have a sauce that is called Provenzal, which is basically parsley, lemon, and garlic. We're gonna have an assortment of grilled vegetables today. We have asparagus, we have baked potatoes, and cherry tomatoes. And we're gonna have a sauce that is called salsa criolla, and we're gonna have 3 varieties of chimichurri. And of course, always red wine that goes with red meats. There is a way to eat the Argentinian barbecue, and it starts with what we call achuras, which is, for example, the tripe, the sausage or chorizo, the morcilla or blood sausage, or the sweetbreads or mocheja. Now, you would start with that, and then you would move on to the bigger pieces of meat. So for example, this is skirt steak, and one thing that a lot of people always struggle with is, if you look at the skirt steak, there's two pieces of connective tissue. And if I cut into it, you'll see that if I pick it up, see, it's hanging on right there. So you basically take it off. And so if you see here, it's there because I just cut it, and then it's here at the bottom too. So the better, easier way to eat it is just to like grab it. You would grab it with your fork on one end, and then you slowly start to peel it with your knife so that you peel it away. So once you remove the connective tissue and you're left up with just the meat, you can just go for it because it's all now juicy beauty in it. And just go for it. Delicious. Okay, so the cranial of the asado, which is the short ribs, so I'm gonna be cutting into it so that you guys can see it. And as you can see, it's cooked through and through, and it's still juicy. And this is what we get when we cook it for 4 hours. So basically, you know, once you get it, you just cut across and you just put each piece in your mouth and you just eat it that way. And all the juiciness and the soft meat in. Thank you for joining today. If you guys want to try at home, please go ahead. If you guys want to try my version, I'm gonna be having barbecue pop-ups. Go to pablokim.com for more information and subscribe to our newsletter. And now it's time to eat. Thank you very much and see you next time.